A lasagna.
As in a singular lasagna, and unless you want to talk about multiple lasagnas in bed, but
Oh, we say some lasagna or eat lasagna to not eat a lasagna.
a unit of lasagna. How about that? A unit.
No,
of
that's
lasagna.
even weirder. That's odd.
NRG deploying flashbangs into B-bomb site. Dan.
Oh god, Cirque's in there. He's in there. He's doing the damage. See, good tracking aim. That's good tracking aim from Cirque there with that Glock. We're talking about that for ages earlier. Cold Zero though by the chicken coop doing quite some damage, but it's Ange to take him down, and it's the new boys, Cirque and Ange. Cirque Ange against Fur. Fur looking to just ruin their day. And the bomb can't really make it across. It's a good pop there. So Ange goes the bomb now, and he wins the USP 1v1. Important. Crucial.
Fur looks beautiful in Lost though. He has color coordination between his pistol, his gloves, and his knife. They're all sexy blue. They're all a sexy blue, and you'll see it once this fade comes in. I hate this fade, because it's like, this is my time to look at my weapons, and taking it away from me. He has
It's a pretty
clean
nice knife, actually.
It is, yeah. He's got a clean 100 kills on his knife. I have 6,500 on my stat track Ruby bayonet.
How much would that be worth?
What, did you just sit in an AFK server and knife people?
No, absolutely not. I was playing Surf Deathmatch. And having
I didn't know people
time.
actually played Surf Deathmatch in CSGO.
Yeah.
Those are very popular in 1.6.
Yeah, a friend of mine ran a Surf Deathmatch server. It now defunct, unfortunately, or at least it doesn't have any... They changed the IP and it just killed everything, basically. There we go, the force buy from SK. Yeah, I kind of changed the nature. When I joined that Surf Deathmatch server, people would use their rifles and stuff, and I'd just be flying around knifing everyone, so I kind of instilled the culture of knifing there. But yeah, it's led to 6,500 knives.
I ran a surf server on my computer when I was like 13 or 14 years old. And people started offering to buy hook mod from me.
Hook mod, what's that?
Yeah, where you could hook onto walls and it drag you to the walls.
Oh, grappling. Nice.
Yeah. But it was called
buy it from you.
Yeah, and I didn't know how to take money. I was too young, and people were offering to buy me mod like $40. There's some people were offering me a monthly fee, and I didn't know how to accept the money.
So they wanted to pay you so they could use it on the server?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I just love the one map. So I just wanted to have that map 24 hours a day, and other people did too.
That's amazing. In Source, I had a gun game server because a friend of mine, he had, well, I don't know how, but he basically had access to like a server farm or something. So he had a game server hosting company for a brief time and gave me a gun game server. So I ran the best gun game server in Source.
The best gun game server in Source.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nice. I love gun game.
I missed the proper gun game with the sounds and all that. It's just not the same, man. It's just not the same.
Yeah, Valve Corporation coming in with their community gun game on 64 tick.
Oh god. It was the only fun custom map for me in Source. 1.6 had all the best custom maps for me. All the best ones, as far as CS goes. Mac 10s on the anti-eco. Lovely stuff here for NRG. Oh, Rico doesn't want to challenge Colt.
Do you guys remember the map where you could press a button? I think on the T side. Or I forget which side it was. There was a button you could press and it would like kill people.
Oh, okay.
It would kill people in the spawn on the other side. Or something like that.
No.
Someone out there knows. I know they do.
There was a map where you would press a, like, basically the T's would start off and they would have to go through this like jump pad shoot thing, and it would shoot them into the air. You'd have to like try to air strafe like around the air, and you had like a bunker full of CTs with orbs, and you had to avoid the initial shots with dodging, and then you had to close the distance with the knife and get in there and then kill them.
Like Space Invaders.
Yeah, it was actually amazing. I forget what it was called, but I'm sure someone out there knows what that 1.6 map was called. But so that was quite amusing.
Simpler times.
Yeah, very simple times. Well, we're into the buy rounds here between NRG and SK, falling on the AWP as expected for the SK side, and he's going to be playing in danger, looking for just wayward T players as you do.
As one does.
As Fallen does.
We don't use one enough in that fashion. As one does.
It's a bit pretentious. I think.
I like it.
I think that's why he brought it up.
Oh dear. Fur thought he had advantages around the corner of the smoke, but Rico says no. Rico. Makes me think of King of Fighters, his name, with the KF on the end. Even though King of Fighters is KOF. Fallen has a shadow advantage here. Let's see how it works out for him. Breeze is quite close to the wall, so I wonder if he went around the corner how it would work out, but Fallen don't need no shadow advantage anyway. And makes his way into the lower area, and he creeps through his own smoke. Will he catch Taco on the side? Is he going to offer a fake? Oh, he's looking for information. He's given sound cues, and he's caught dead with a grenade in his hand. And there's Taco getting surprised. And going for the burst fire. In the meantime, his teammates start to move up towards A.
Easy mode here for SK, holding this one it seems. Fallen teasing Fugly. And there it is, the shotgun blow to the chest. Fugly's dead.
Looked pretty sketchy in that situation for SK when Ange was able to get the kill coming out of E-box, but because Fallen was up close that whole time, I feel like he was fairly confident that if there was going to be an A execute, he'd be fine to hold that. Cirque peeking into his angle, I think it was a much more favorable fight for Fallen, and he had backup as well. Now, if only they went B. I mean, they had one on plat, but Ange getting the kill outside drop, B was the site to hit.
Pretty long rotation though, from all the way deep into long A. Oh, Fallen. He's not going to be happy with that one. Bloody hell. An early loss for NRG. Much needed kill from SK. Looking to break NRG. They won't want to plant for the T side either. Man, Asthma.
It's a hell of a thing, isn't it?
4 players moving into the B-bomb side. The counter flashes will keep them on the plateau. Cold0 taking a lot of damage here. And he finds a gap in the smoke, repositioning around the fountain as the rest of his as the rest of his team come in. And some of his team will go down. Breeze left with less than 20 HP. Seems they didn't know where he was. Dead, exposed by the side of the boulder. But now, one has to collect the bomb. One must plant the bomb. One is on one zone. One is dead.
Just don't talk to your girlfriend like that. One does not simply eat lasagna in bed.
For those of you who weren't here earlier for our European show,
in case she suggests it, right?
I'm not going to allow that. I'm a man of rules, and I'm a man of honor. I will not eat lasagna in bed.
You're a man of mammograms.
You ruffians can do as you wish. Right, I'll find this question again, and then I'll explain it to the people who are not here. Although it is a 4 spy round, so we'll give it more respect than an eco round.
Pepper in there with the TZs. Drop control is had, and Cold0 will move forward there to intercept. Caught on the push though is Cold. You've got to be already cautious for that if you're anticipating an engagement, not to be sort of in a spot where you can't actually fight. Sort of caught running forwards. It's always going to be a bad time. Breeze ready for that one, waiting for Fur. And the bomb will make its way to A. So it doesn't really look like very possible here for SK unless Fallen gets a couple kills. Always a possibility when he has the AWP, but with 16 HP, sorry, he will be unincentivized to go for anything.
Well, this has been fruitful. This has borne fruit. Is that correct? I think that's correct.
What?
This has borne fruit.
You wouldn't really say that though.
B-O-R-N-E.
Something would bear fruit.
Yeah, that's what you would say.
But I'm talking in past tense. You can't say bear in past tense.
Yeah, but but people would say that,
Bore.
but they wouldn't say.
Oh, B-O-R-E.
No,
No,
B-O-R-N-E.
no, you can't use ball like that.
Yeah.
Can you?
I don't know.
What? Isn't
But
that an entirely
bear-
different word?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, unless I was thinking if it had a second meaning,
Born,
that would
born is past tense. It has borne fruit. You can say that. You guys are useless.
When you say buffed,
Yeah, would you say birth fruit?
No, say born fruit.
But how can you only use the past tense of the word?
Because I'm talking in past tense. What are you
How
talking
come-
about?
But how come the present tense isn't correct?
Because it's present tense. I'm talking in past tense.
But could you say birth fruit?
Birthed. E-E-E-D.
yeah, buffed.
It
Buffed
has
is a,
birthed fruit. That sounds worse to me. Birth is just a horrible word. I'm going to Google this.
but yeah, but what you said just sounds just like something no one would ever say. So
It does. It does. You're just not on my level.
fast push into B has been denied by the likes of SK, Taco and Fallen. Just knocking them down. It is a shooting gallery's practice for Fallen.
Born fruit is the primary correct English in this example. Just so you know, I have checked it. The internet has confirmed it.
I think it's just the fact that no one would ever say that. That really, like, it just.
Well, you would if you had the powers.
Well, one would never say that.
I would find a better way to express that notion as opposed to something that's not said because it is not either one relatable, two accessible because we had to actually argue over whether it's even a thing, and then three.
No. You can't judge the world by your own lack of education on the word born.
You see how Dan just backwards engineered that?
I see what you're trying to do. It's like, well, I don't know this word, so this word must be stupid. That's literally what you're saying.
No, I'm saying it sounds weird. It sounds really weird.
It sounds weirder than birthed. Birthed sounds weird. Born.
So does borked.
Born.
Or whatever you say.
Yeah, it just all sounds really awkward and clumsy.
It does
In
not
general.
sound clumsy at all.
It does. It's
No.
not eloquent.
It is eloquent. It is eloquent. It is. What are you
It's so
talking
not
about?
eloquent.
You're a sausage.
Your
Anyway,
eloquence
You're
is
a
in question.
shut up. Anyway, for those
It's
of you who
it's
weren't
a real
listening to the
shonker of a
European show,
conversation.
the European show, somebody tweeted and asked, "Is it okay to eat lasagna in bed with a girl?" Dan said he would use it essentially as foreplay, which is weird.
I definitely did not say
did.
that.
You
do-
did.
You're just making stuff up.
What
I
did you
said-
say then?
I said some people might be into that. It could be considered food play.
Exactly, that's the same thing.
Oh, how's that implying me?
It's
the
like
same thing.
Born
How's
and
that-
birth is
how's that
food
food-
and.
What do you mean implying you? You said it. It was you that said it.
What? That some
You
people
literally
do
just-
a thing. That doesn't mean that I am doing that thing, James.
People do things that Dan might not do.
Yeah.
Look, Dan said use it as some weird sex game, right? Launders said it's acceptable, and I said no, you can't eat lasagna in bed with your girlfriend, right? That's the
I
situation.
specifically said that it's America.
You said more than that. You went further than that.
I mean,
really
Launders both
encapsulates
You
it.
guys
agreed
are
that
politicians.
that you can do whatever you want if you want to do it.
That's
you
just a
should do
crap. It's just a crap.
Listen, we're all politicians. We're just trying to be the best one.
It's not okay to eat lasagna in bed with a girl, right? That's all we can take away from this. Because I'm having the last word.
it. What up with the with the dudes? Is it better than?
Why don't you tell me, Dan?
Because it's very specific. Because I feel like your principle applies to any human that may be sharing a bed with you, gender non-specific.
Yeah.
I feel it's weird though. Anyway,
We can go back to the question.
yeah, okay. Oh my
Or can
God.
we? Let's wait for Ange to die.
Oh my God.
He's got 4 bullets, he said. Okay, cool. So the question was, dear James Bardoff, is it okay to eat lasagna in the bed with a girl? That was the question. So let's not go beyond what the question was.
Can we have a poll? Can
We
we have
need
a
to
poll?
bring guys
Who
into
thinks
it.
James is right? Who thinks Dan is right? Who thinks Lawrence is right?
About lasagna.
About this question, about our responses to this question.
I mean, it's pretty much just
Yeah.
who thinks. How is he so good?
It's anti-eco-frags, man. Come on. What are you, Moses? Anyway,
First of all,
I'm glad we've cleared that one up. We can move on to the next one while this eco round is here.
Why are all the rounds like this?
see, that was completely different.
Amazing. All right. 5-4 for SK. Clean up those ecos. Bloodstained bench. Would not advise sitting there.
One day you're gonna have to piss in the sink, James.
No, I'm not.
You will one day.
One day.
You definitely will.
I won't.
If you have a choice between pissing in the sink or yourself, what do you choose?
But how could that be my choice?
What if someone is really occupied?
Look,
the
it's a buy,
bathroom?
it's a buy round, right? Your timing
Okay.
is
Alright,
piss poor, to be
Okay.
honest with you.
Oh wow. It looks like they're going for just some light pressure. The default is real. Some A control perhaps here from NRG as they look to push SK out of place. And Cole just does not care. That's a bold peek there. Goes for the 1v1. and catches Ange.
I like this plays. I like this aggression. It's almost as though they know that they need to take such aggressions and risks because of their situation.
It puts NRG in a weird spot because NRG sort of have to really commit with the bulk of their players now, having lost that guy over by B. And you can see that Cold understands this. Cole's already pushing. Oh, sorry, Taco's already pushing B. So SK know what's up.
Yeah, Fallen manages to escape the ramp. That's quite impressive stuff. Just in time. Oh, okay. Cirque is quick on the trigger finger. So we're down to the 3-on-3. We've got Cold by the cannon position. Will he spot Breeze? He's by the APC. Oh, the Molotov's completely failed. I don't know if he's got the angle for it. Might depend on his res as well. Cold's playing the long game. This is super awesome. Oh, he misses the first tap, but he still gets Breeze. Breeze offers himself by accident, going for the wallbang as well. And of course, Cold0 will ultimately land that kill. Easy for Cold0. Who the hell do you think you are?
Absolutely beast. From the cannons as well. Needs to be cleared. Rarely cleared, though. And sometimes it's troubling when you're trying to play cannons and someone comes up the lower ramp and they're far away from you and you're like, oh, well, I have to take this fight. But that was a good chance. They had a good chance there to make a multi-frag of that. NRG only half buying. And it looks like they're going to do a full B.
Kind of good for SK, and yeah, everything seems fine. Everything's fine.
Nice.
7-4
Nice.
is the score.
Nice. NRG straight back on the buy. They were conservative with their purchasing in that round, and we will move on swiftly. Double AWPs in this round for the CTs. Cold0 on the second one. He's got a good spawn. It wouldn't surprise me if he jumps onto plateau immediately for an aggressive peek. Let's see if he... I never hit my knife on the wall. I just don't do it. I don't know why people do it. I don't do it. Okay, he's not going to go for it. We've seen him do it before, but on this occasion, he won't. Breeze very quickly into the other pass. And this may pull CTs because they went forward towards B. They were expecting a fast play. They thought they knew NRG.
It looks almost as if they half double faked. Just kind of easy faked it with Breeze here throwing utility. And SK are calling it out, clearing out lower mid. Breeze, though, has snuck past the defense. I think he might.
How? How does he do this?
I actually, if he goes back, that might bite him in the ass. I think.
He's committed.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to figure that there's one CT somewhere. But does he realize? Does he assume that it's Fallen by the connected doors? Ironically, that's where Fallen is going. So if he gets a pick off, if he peeks, no, Fallen's rotated towards B.
I feel like he has no idea how strong his position is. I feel like he doesn't realize that SK have a player in this position. So he's thinking that... I think he interprets this as SK are playing two guys on the site, like really defensively.
But he's got to do something with this. And it seems what he's going to do is just try to cut off rotations because his team are not taking advantage of this whatsoever. They're still just pushing and not going to use Breeze to pull anyone towards the B bomb site. So pretty much all the CTs are here, and Breeze's lurk has been utterly useless.
Whoa, okay, well still though, might be a chance to win the round here, although the cleanup is happening. I think Breeze just found a way to be 100% out of the round. Like, because he managed to find himself behind enemy lines, but he misinterpreted it clearly, obviously, because of how we see this team responding, which means that he didn't get the right information from it, and he didn't have an engagement.
He took
so
no risk.
He literally did nothing.
After getting his position,
Yeah.
he took no risk. And what does he have to lose for his team by taking any risk?
Yeah, he wants to be a big flank, obviously, and he's hoping that his team would entry on the B site. But it's not even as if he was out of the round, because if he's there, he's telling his teammates that he's out at long. So he's not telling them that Fur is pushing through or that someone could be pushing through. He's saying,
exactly,
don't watch your flank.
I don't think he's the problem though. I think if you look at NRG, historically they don't really they don't offer convoluted rounds of detailed rounds. They just wait until time is gone and then they push the site. So even if they have a person in position, they may not know how to use him.
I mean, I think the really big thing comes down to whether he understands whether Fur is in front of him or not. Because I think he really thinks Fur's on the site. So I don't think he thinks that he's waiting for his team to take contact for him to do stuff. Whereas in reality, with that situation, he needs to just push into the site.
Yeah, but Daps needs to tell him to do that.
No, he doesn't.
He
No,
does.
he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Well, I mean, that's what he's waiting for, right?
No, surely
I
not.
mean, he's the one pulling the strings, right? That's in the
No,
coach
but
position.
but he
No,
has
no.
Breeze has to make. He's in an entire half of the map by himself. Only he can make a good
Oh yeah,
call
I'm
in
not
that
saying
situation.
I'm not saying what he should do. I'm saying that he's. I'd be very surprised if he's just standing
Oh,
there
well.
the entire round.
Oh,
I
right,
mean, surely he should be having some instruction from the in-game leader.
I think what he was thinking was that Fallen was holding that same op angle that he was before, so he didn't want to push out farther, and that he was just going to flank when he heard Fallen move, and then like finally push off that angle into the site. But what he could have done in that time is clear out long behind him, just to make sure that nobody could be flanking. But it was hard for him to be useful.
Yeah, it's a very interesting spot. You don't often commonly see that spot. I mean, I expected potentially it to be very round winning. But we'll have to see if they can find additional spots like that in the last couple rounds here, as they are pressuring towards A.
What do you think, guys? Do you think the importance there is the priority rather is to late flank or to sell a fake?
Well, both can work,
Yeah.
but he did. I mean, I guess he did pull off the late flank. The only reason it looked bad is because Fur was there to, kind of mess up his team. Thing is, Fur only came in so late that they ended up just losing the site hit. Just losing the site hit to whoever was in front of them.
Yeah. The main issue is that he had to check for if there's a player playing deep long immediately, because he has to know if he's in front of a player or if the player is on playing the side. That's really what it comes down to, I think, because that changes everything. And there's 30 seconds left for this NRG to do something with this round. SK don't have a massive setup on B just yet. They are very spread across the width of the map, and the utility will now be utilized. Cold missing a shot. Taco, though, is able to be somewhat of a rock steady there towards the drop zone as Cold plays close, and he's looking pretty good here, but turns his attention to an angle his teammate's covering.
What?
And he goes down for it. Fallen!
Oh my god.
It's straight in there. But he's up against Cirque. Cirque has proven himself time and again. But there's nothing you can do, it seems. No time.
I need to watch that demo.
Fallen's actually on fire today, like on fire. Him and Cold both have 16 frags. Have been insane. Insane.
That just looks like he snapped really quickly. I am very curious. I'm a curious man. Not curious enough though to eat lasagna in bed.
You don't have to be, you just have to be lazy.
You have to get into bed with a lasagna. That requires effort and unprecedented stupidity.
What if the lasagna was brought to you? Would you turn it down?
Then you got bigger problems, man. Never mind discussion about lasagna.
I wouldn't call that a problem.
Yeah, lasagna on whim in bed. Definitely something's going right in your life.
You got issues, mate. That's what he's saying.
Well, it depends on if the woman was in the bed. Or if a third person brought it.
Well,
Because then you've got real problems.
Well, she's in the bathroom.
I don't see how
bathroom
that's
at
a
the time.
problem either.
Well, who else is gonna...
More people attending to me.
I don't know what to do, you guys. I don't know what to do. What can NRG do now that they are on the moving to the less favourable side? Coldzera, 17 for 7. Business as usual for him. I think he might have the best hair in Counter-Strike right now. You know, gone are the days of the Titan lineup.
Wait,
right?
who has the best hair?
Cold.
You think
He's
Cold
got
has?
10 out of 10 eyebrows, right? And he's got like...
It's not something
You're
I've thought of
James,
before.
well, I don't know like if this has been orchestrated somehow, but you're saying so many things that me and Orna just completely disagree with. And we're both on the same page. So we have like we're validating each other here.
I'm just
And,
curious because I've never thought of Coldzera's eyebrows. Just never
Yeah.
thought of them.
He's got really good eyebrows. He's got strong eyebrows.
Strong is good.
Nice. Strong is good. It's in right now. Strong eyebrows is in.
Oh yeah, Kylie Jenner.
I don't watch TV, mate.
Cara Delevingne.
Neither do I.
So it's down to a 5v3 with Rico very weak. NRG looking like they're struggling. They're all aboard the struggle bus. Into the bus you go. Into the bus. That bus is going to be driven off the cliff, it would seem, right now, because SK are quickly approaching 16.
Well, that escalated quickly.
This would be a much needed win for SK. Much needed win. Triple Mac 10. Dan will be happy.
It's funny the difference, you know, that's Dead is not struggling, but Jumpy was clearly like having problems, man.
Yeah,
I would have thought that Jumpy would be in a much better position to be playing as well.
Jumpy was standing in for Fnatic because Flush's internet was dead. Well then, Rico and Cirque delivering some kills. I was going to say it's still retrievable, but Fugly is able to stop Cold Zero's 180. Fugly, a man who recently got married. Not over just yet.
I hope to one day 1D Fallen. That is goals.
6 bullets, 5 bullets. Oh, the double peek! So awkward for Tycho, poor man. It was my goal. I used to often play on the same deathmatch server as JW. So every time I saw him, it's like, okay, I've got to knife him. I've got to knife him, get my screenshot, I must knife him. And obviously I eventually did. And then it was like, it wasn't that exciting.
But don't you get annoyed by people who do that to you?
Yeah.
And then screenshot and then tweet you it and like, oh look, I knifed you.
See,
Fine, well
I
done.
was looking for, I want a legitimate 1D in a match setting. Were you trying to knife a player who's trying to warm up in a deathmatch?
Absolutely.
You are the worst.
Yeah, I didn't care.
That's
fine.
so BM.
I did it for me. I'm selfish. I ain't good at that. It was worth. Actually, no, it wasn't worth ultimately, but it entertained me for a while. But then I often would be on the same deathmatch server as AZ, and then we would both try to knife each other and keep score. And I think he's like, I think it's 3-2 or 4-2 to him at the moment. But I haven't been able to play anywhere near as much of late. So, but I'll get mine.
Shouldn't it be pretty even? There's like no mechanical skill required in knifing, right?
Situational. We're not just standing there like ching ching. We are actually trying to frag, but sometimes the knife will come out if we're close enough. So SK don't seem to be winning this force buy. As I say that, of course, Dead opens things up onto Fugly, but oh, Dead! What are you doing, sir? Taco! But they're separated, these last two players, and they need to work together. Taco's picked up a UMP, but he doesn't have the range necessarily. 35 seconds, and he's rotating back, and it seems Fulham might try to sell the fake. Almost takes Rico's head off, but can't quite land the shot, and it seems Taco will prioritize the bomb plant. And they are, it seems they're both rotating towards the A site, so this Gauntlet's run may not work out. But at the very least, it is going to be a 1 versus 1 if Taco continues. Oh, he jumps. Oh, okay. The position's been revealed by Cirque now. Taco continues to run back, trying to go for the cannon plant, getting a bit awkward. And ultimately, it won't happen. At least he does not die after time. Good damage done by SK, but now it is an opportunity for NRG to build some cash.
Yeah, letting grip of that stranglehold that they had on NRG for the time being, giving them a way back in.
Loosening up a bit, and they have like a quarter by here. Now, just an upgraded CZ. Everyone else just has Glocks, so they even at about 2K. There's only one SMG in the hands of Fugly. I don't know if they'll use him to scout or not, but everybody else can kind of stay put. All got good guns that you would want on a rifle round.
Someone has suggested that the CSGO map I was referring to, where you can press a button and kill loads of people, is called Death Run.
Oh, I know Death Run.
But is that a plugin? Or?
Death Run is a style of map.
Yeah, it's not a style of map. It was just a map. Oh, I feel like it was a bug or something. I don't know. It was a weird map. It wasn't very fun to play at all for obvious reasons. So it was rare, but there we go. By the way, somebody called Very British Go has tweeted and said, "Born Fruit is correct. Ignore Launders and Dan. They are bot lords."
Whoa.
They're what?
Bot lords.
1v1 me, mates.
Bot lords.
1v1, let's go.
Bot lords. Get ready.
He's
Tweet,
just
tweet, tweet on him.
He's just an SJW like you, trying to control everybody.
Get absolutely wrecked, you bot lords.
You know what you guys are? Name callers. All right.
I see what you did there. Very good, very good. 5 rounds may not be that much if NRG can continue their winning ways. But can they? 10 rounds remain, or 11 if you include this one in normal time. SK will be looking to open things up on their bye. SK with 3 flashbangs left. Knowing there's a potential for an AWP to be in B, they may want to use one of those 3 flashbangs to flash a potential sniper off the angle. Here comes the flash from Fallen. That leaves them with 2 more flashbangs. There we go. It is, and she will be forced away. And that may pull players away from the drop as well.
Fugly is in the position though. And there's no flashbang, there's no Molotov, there's nothing to stop him from just... excuse me? Are there invisible smokes or something? What's going on?
They just walked out.
I mean, he was just kind of looking and didn't pull his trigger.
I think they just walked out because...
No, but they were standing there for ages.
He just had a stroke. It looked like.
They were in like clear vision for ages.
His mouse just kind of lingered off the screen.
Yeah.
And he died.
That's curious. I wonder if Ange firing at the corner of the smoke gave SK the idea to just walk out, because if you're going to have an AWP on B and someone has plateau, you're probably going to put the AWP on plateau, right? So I wonder if, I mean, obviously they also had no grenades left apart from a smoke, but...
Fugly? Can we go to Fugly? Can we go to Fugly? Is he alive?
Can't tell yet. Oh.
It's he didn't do anything. Like they walked onto a screen, so yeah, he's holding the angle. Then they were just on his screen. He's just like, oh.
Yeah, his mouse just trailed off a little bit, and then he
didn't shoot.
Yeah,
There's
he
nothing.
Didn't shoot. That's weird.
Radar, perhaps?
Maybe it was radar. You would. It was just strange. Because
apparently they're experiencing some lag at the miner. Interesting.
Oh yeah, it looks... That's not good.
That is not good.
Hey, Canadian internet.
My internet was great in Canada.
Where is the America's miner?
Toronto.
Toronto. Okay. Toronto.
Toronto.
Toronto. Well, SK should be in good stead to try to close this. Then it's 14-7. Oh, that was really gutting for NRG. Just, I mean, if Fugly gets like a kill or two there, you never know what's going to happen from that position. SK had 0 grenades. They had no grenades. It was perfect. They couldn't flash him off. They couldn't Molotov him. It should definitely have been some kills for NRG there, but they were denied. Maybe Ange and Cirque can provide some fire with those AWPs. Fast round though, into away from SK. I like it. Just Fallen and Dead moving into position though. Let's see how they perform.
Scrolling through his grenades with a mouse wheel. Scroll, scroll, scroll.
Rico, does he sense the presence, or perhaps he's heard it, which is a bit better, more reliable. Looks like initiative is being taken. Okay, ground gained, frag had, Fugly down. And all of a sudden, there's lots of options here for SK. They haven't picked up the bomb yet. They have a minute to play with, so they can just chill out here.
Dead with maximum levels of harassment, and the bomb will rotate back towards the B site. How long of no noise before NRG start to wonder? They have half the score of their opponent. We saw Astralis make a comeback.
Definitely, B is looking mighty tasty right now. I don't know if they have what utility they can use to get out. Just a couple of flashes. So Ange might have an opportunity to get some op frags. Oh, he does actually get smoked out, but good of him to peek out.
He's got to go back. He's got to go back. There is some time pressure to plant the bomb. The foe will find a gap, and Ange is dead.
Maybe he was stuck. Maybe it could have been that he was just stuck, couldn't find his way out the smoke. That happens. I hate when that happens, but it does. That's the round. Look at the health here. Lucky to save the AWP, lucky to save the M4, and SK moved to round 15. So James,
Dan.
Launders.
pee yourself or pee in the sink.
What?
Choose.
Why do I have to choose?
You
Because
have
if
to
you don't
choose because
choose, you
that's-
pee on yourself in the sink.
And
I've been peed on before.
the reason you have to choose there is because that's
what?
because that is the instance in when you would do the peeing in the sink. When
by
you're faced
by
with
a
a
human
situation.
or an animal?
By a human. I was at a Metallica concert. Well, not a Metallica concert. I was at Reading Festival, right, which is a music festival. And System of a Down had just been on, and Metallica were coming on. But when Metallica were on, they got to put loads of speakers on the stage and this kind of stuff, so there was a wait. And we were very close to the front. Well, I say we, I was there on my own, because my friend wasn't willing to go that far into the crowd. And so I was wearing shorts. The guy next to me was wearing shorts, and there's no space. You're in the middle of the crowd, right? So his calf was touching my calf, which I thought was fine. You know, it's a crowd.
That's cute.
But then I felt a warm stream, and basically he peed himself because he didn't want to miss seeing them from so close. But because his leg was touching my leg, his pee went onto my leg.
Did you understand? Was it like a bro thing? Did you look over?
I looked
and be like,
down, I looked at him, and I
understand?
was like, he was just a pasty white dude. I was like, I could crush this guy, but I actually respect more that he's willing to I mean, he could have just moved his bloody leg though, couldn't he? That was the big thing. But no, I was just like, all right, it is a rock festival after all. It's not a
Anything
rock
goes.
festival. It's not a rock
Rock and roll,
festival
man.
if no one's peeing on
Would
you.
it be a rock festival if?
Yeah, I mean, half the time people are peeing in bottles and throwing it into the crowd, so I guess I've got a better end of the stick. Better on the leg than on the head.
Or better end of the stick.
4 versus 3. SK Gaming looking to close this one now. We've all learned something about each other today. I've been peed on and you guys are idiots when it comes to lasagna. Fallen creeping up the slope with the AWP. I don't think he saw Rico there. Looking to his right, and he's looked to his left though. Breeze may have revealed his position, and Dead is coming in to take him down. That's going to leave Rico in search, but Rico's dropped the bomb.
Dead just
Rico.
beat Breeze in a 1v1. Oh my god.
Rico, he created an opportunity for Cirque here. Cirque, Fallen, 1v1. Fallen has to plant. Cirque's going to wait. He's sure as hell is going to wait until he knows where Fallen is. And that is given away by the plant. So now it's about the guessing game. Now it's about the readiness game, the preparedness, the anticipation, and also just making a decision and sticking with it. There's so many decisions to make. A spot onto Fallen. Fallen, oh my god, I feel like that connected, but it just must have been just a slight hair off. And the second flick comes in. Cirque was not without his chances, but Fallen, he won't miss. 16-7 SK. They sailed through this.